what I want to do.
I just want to come in on this really quick. So it's kind of interesting because like so traditionally you would have the man providing, and it was more traditional. So he'd be the head of the household. He'd be the leader, so to speak. And it's interesting to me that women, so you could say that women were submissive to their husbands. Wives were submissive to their husbands. But you've traded that by being submissive to an employer. You now, instead of being submissive to your husband, you are now submissive to an employer. And your employer is going to ask, I would say, much more of you than would a husband.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you also be
submissive to an employer? Yeah, I mean, we're all submissive to something.
No, but I'm saying like traditionally, if the man, if you were, say, a stay-at-home, you didn't have to go out and labor. You didn't have to go out and work. You would only be submissive to a husband.
And the kids and the cleaning and the cooking and yeah.
I don't think women should be submissive to their children.
Well, they do have to like do everything for them. Okay, fair. But
well, I think as a mother, you have you're in a position of authority over your children.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
no, I get that. Yeah,
hopefully.
I get that.
But no, I mean, I think it's. I just want to clarify something. I do think it's really. I think it's great that have women in the labor pool. I don't want to come off like I'm trying to roll that back or anything. But it does. Well, I don't want to get too far into it. But okay. Wow, Mike Dust. Damn, rip. I don't even know where we were going with that. But I guess to bring it back, men are not so. It's not attractive. Okay, for me, I've dated women who are doctors. I've dated attorneys. I've dated pharmacists. I've dated professors, cancer research, like just the whole slew, right? More nurses than I can count. Women's careers, to me, don't make them more attractive. Like, I'm not more attracted to a girl, oh, you're a doctor. Whereas I think a lot of women who are maybe a bit older, you guys probably are not quite yet in the age, maybe you're down to date a doctor. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But most women, like, who are probably in their mid to late 20s, early 30s, a doctor would be a fucking catch. I don't give a fuck if a woman's a doctor. I'll date a barista. I'll date a girl that works at Chick-fil-A because men and women are looking for different things. What we're attracted to, there's not always symmetry in what we find attractive in the opposite sex. So it's great. I think it's great. Make your money, like have a career, do something great. I'm in favor of more women getting into STEM. I think it'd be wonderful if we had more people researching, illnesses, cancers, Alzheimer's. I mean, these things are awful. And the more manpower, woman power, I guess in this case, we can throw towards these illnesses and diseases, I think would be fantastic. But from a dating point of view, I'm not more attracted to a girl because of her career or because of her status or because of her earning potential.
I just think it's like hella interesting though at the end. It's like, I feel like a lot of women I do know, probably they would value that. Just maybe someone who would provide as well. I think they'd mind more, or at least I would if like I was dating like a McDonald's worker. Not to be mean to McDonald's workers, but like in 20 years, I don't know if that's the move. But I think men also put, I think, a lot more value on like attractiveness than women do. And I think women place a lot more value on like hard work and kind of
personality.
Yeah.
And like ethics, morals.
Yeah. I think it's just like, it's interesting how it's such kind of different in a way, in some aspects.
I personally, if I wasn't working, it would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I have to be something. Once I started like making my own business, I love working. It's actually like a lot of people don't like working, but since I'm my own boss, I make my own schedule, I do everything on my own. It's really fun. I like working with like the girls, like meeting new people. So if like I like to be treated, but like if I didn't work and the guy was only making the money, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
Because I like what I do.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to clarify, like, it's not that I'll date a woman with a career. It's not a problem at all. It just, to me, it's not like if the woman's a doctor versus if she's a phlebotomist making $17 an hour, like, or she works fast food job. I do not like it. I don't care. if she's coming into the relationship with a lot of debt, then finances kind of are a factor. But I mean, it's been my experience actually. What's really interesting, like I've encountered women who, I remember once, this was years ago, I was speaking to a litigation attorney, very successful attorney here in Santa Barbara. She was probably making $250,000 a year. And I don't know why she was so upfront about it, but she's like, yeah, I really want a guy who's going to take me out, pay for my stuff. I'm like, hey, you make $250,000 a year. Like,
Yeah.
the traditional gender roles are out the window when you're making 250. Like, what? You're probably out earning most of the men who would potentially date you. And you still have this expectation that men, I mean,
everyone wants to be spoiled, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
but do men want to be spoiled? Men can't be spoiled, though.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no,
Oh,
guys
yeah.
would love
Men-
if you bought
men
them
can be
flowers.
spoiled? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
No, like they would love to
Yeah.
just get stuff, right?
They would love it, but
Personal
women
opinion,
don't do it.
Personal experience.
Yeah, we do.
Have you ever bought a guy flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to bring him
Okay.
drinks in the morning. Starbucks.
Okay, well, you're wifey material. Fine.
Yeah,
But like,
Unpopular opinion. I'll pay for a first date.
well, we know you're
Like-
a simp. But overall, I think if you ask most men, like they're going to feel like they have to always be paying for stuff.
Do you like paying for stuff? Do either of you guys or
Do you
no?
willingly
Yeah,
like
men-
do it?
do
does
men
it make
like-
you feel
I'll
happier?
let Luke go and then
Yeah.
I'll answer.
Yeah, it does, because it does reassure you of your whole, like, I don't want to say superiority thing, because it's not
Yeah.
superiority, but it's like, you know, like I'm the fucking man, like
I'm
Alpha.
the alpha.
Yeah.
Beta. Are
It's
you a
like-
beta?
yeah, it's like you are the one taking care of it. You're the one like stepping up, really like exceeding expectations, even though it's like already expected, right? Going into it, like if you take a girl out, the guy is expected to pay. That's just a societal standard, and you know, I'm fine with it. I don't really give a shit. If a girl pays for my food, fucking great. Just like you guys said. Again, if a girl spoils me, that's fantastic. You know, I'm all for it. But you know, 90% of the time, I'm the one that's asking a girl out. And I said this last time too. If you ask someone out, you should be the one paying for the date.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
It's
I
If,
agree.
true.
if
I
a
agree.
girl asks a guy out,
She
they
should
should
pay.
pay.
Yeah.
If I ask a girl out, because you are taking her out.
Yeah.
Whereas and again, a lot of girls don't take guys out.
Yeah, let's go around the table really
That's
quick on
true.
this. I'll let you continue though. Have you ever asked? Well, I'm going to start over here. Have you ever asked a guy out on a date?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I don't think so.
No, but I also like don't go on dates. So
No, I don't think so.
I think I have.
You were blacked out. This was one of your blacked out moments. Okay.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is though, like the whole thing with that is just women aren't really asking guys out. Like
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
It's scary. I don't know.
yeah.
Isn't it scary for men too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's scary both parts.